learn the forms of business organization part 5. So the topic is cooperative society. Now the word cooperative means working together for a common purpose. The cooperative society is a voluntary association of persons who join together with the motive of welfare of the members. The definition of cooperative society. The Indian Cooperative Act of 1912 defines cooperative society as a society which has its objective for the promotion of economic interest of its members in accordance with the cooperative principles. Voluntary membership. The membership of a cooperative society is voluntary. Any person who is above 18 years and has a common interest can become a member. A person is free to join and leave a cooperative society anytime as per his desire. Limited liability. The liability of the members of a cooperative society is limited to the extent of the amount contributed by them as capital. Service motive. The cooperative society works with main motive of mutual help. Any surplus, if earned as a result of its operations, is distributed among members or utilized as per the bylaws of the society. Source of finance. Cooperative societies raise funds in the form of capital by issuing shares to their members. It can also organize finance by raising loans from banks. So let us learn the merits of a cooperative society. The first point is equality in voting rights. So a cooperative society functions on the basis of one man, one vote. Every member has an equal right to vote and elect members for managing committee. The second one is limited liability. The personal assets of each member are safe as their liability is limited to the capital contributed by them. So each member knows the amount of financial risk it may have to suffer. Third point is continuity. Now cooperative societies are legally separate from its members. So members may come or go, but the operation of the society does not get affected. The fourth point is support from government. Now the cooperative societies get support from government in the form of lower interest rates, taxes and subsidies. The next topic is demerits of cooperative society. The first point is limited resources. Now cooperative societies have very limited resources as the main finance source is the capital which is contributed from members only. The second point is inefficiency in management. Now due to limited finance and voluntary services, cooperatives cannot employ individuals with expert knowledge so to manage certain working of society professionally. Next point is lack of secrecy. The Cooperative Societies Act requires members to discuss all its operations in the meetings and disclose all decisions. Therefore, maintaining secrecy is not possible. The fourth point is difference of opinion. Difference of opinion and individual interest may lead to conflicts among members, and as a result, the welfare motive may get dominated by personal interest and benefits. The next topic is types of cooperative society. Now the first type of cooperative society is a consumer cooperative society. Now these societies are framed to protect the interest of the consumers. So the society aims to provide good quality products at reasonable price. So the goods are purchased in bulk from the wholesalers and then sold to the members. The second one is Producers Cooperative Society. Now they are formed with an aim to protect the interest of small producers. Now these societies provide raw materials, equipment and other input to the members at cheaper rates. So the output may be sold by the members of the society and the profit is shared by the members. The next one is marketing cooperative society. Now the societies are established to help small producers selling their products. The society eliminates the middleman and helps its producers to secure a good market for their products. The society takes care from packaging to warehousing and transporting so that the business can be sold at best possible price. The next one is Farmers Cooperative Society. Now it is formed by the farmers to get better inputs at a reasonable cost. So this society provides farmer members better quality seeds, fertilizers, machinery and other modern techniques at reasonable rates. Next we have the Credit Cooperative Society. Credit Cooperative Society is established to provide financial assistance to its members at very reasonable rates. Members of a Credit Cooperative Society are all individuals who have difficulty in arranging credit and loans. The societies collect money from its members as capital and this is used as a fund to provide loans to its members at a very low interest rates. The next is the Cooperative Housing Society. The cooperative housing societies are established to construct houses for its members at a reasonable cost. So the members of cooperative housing society are paid in funds and acquire residential lands. They either construct houses or provide plots to members so that they can construct house of their choice. Thank you for watching this video and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel where learning is young and beyond. Also, do not forget to like, comment and share these videos.